Ever had a firearm that you trusted with your life, only to find out it would betray you the moment you needed it most? That kind of failure leaves a scar. It doesn't fade. It sticks with you every time you holster up or load a rifle in the woods. Today, we're walking through 10 guns that looked solid on paper. They felt right in the hand. They promised performance. But when the moment came, they showed their true colors. We're talking about rifles that discharged while still unsafe. Pistols that would fire just from chambering a round. Handguns that seemed almost designed to fail the shooter. These malfunctions aren't just frustrating. They're dangerous. And that's exactly why we're putting a spotlight on them. So let's start this countdown. And take a hard look at firearms that turned into mechanical disasters, even when the name on the side of the gun should have meant reliability. Number 10. Winchester XPR. Winchester rolled out the XPR bolt-action rifle as an affordable hunting workhorse. On the spec sheet, it checked the boxes. Smooth bolt throw, weather-resistant stock, clean factory trigger, everything a hunter on a budget would want. But in October of 2015, the XPR showed its flaw. Reports surfaced that simply moving the safety could cause the rifle to fire. No trigger pull. Just flip the safety and boom. The problem was buried in the trigger assembly. Specifically, the way the safety sear interacted with the rest of the mechanism. That contact could shift just enough to let the gun go off when disengaging the safety. Winchester immediately issued a recall. They told owners not to load or use the rifle until a retrofit replaced the faulty trigger parts. But the damage was already done, because once a bolt gun proves it can fire without a trigger pull, you don't just question the rifle, you question the brand. Number 9. FN502 Tactical. When FN stamps tactical on the side of a pistol, shooters expect excellence. The 502 Tactical looked like a home run, a full-size .22 long rifle with optics-ready capability, oversized controls, perfect for suppressed shooting and affordable training. Then came January 2022. Owners started finding pistols where the manual safety either didn't work or wasn't even installed. In some cases, the lever was completely missing. In others, it was there, but installed incorrectly, which meant the pistol could still fire, even with the safety appearing to be engaged. That's not a small defect. That's a breakdown of safe handling at the most basic level. The issue traced back to manufacturing, since FN partnered with Umarex for production. All pistols with serial numbers below long rifle 010300 were affected. FN put out a full stop use order. Repairs and replacements were covered. But the bigger lesson was clear. Even trusted brands can stumble when they outsource core components. And when it's the safety system that fails, there is absolutely no margin for error. Number 8. Colt CBX Precision and TAC Hunter Rifles. Colt's CBX Precision and CBX TAC Hunter rifles were supposed to mark their entry into the precision rifle world. The hype was real. Shooters wanted to see Colt bring their legacy into long-range bolt guns. But by May of 2023, every CBX rifle was under recall. And the problem wasn't minor. If you pressed the trigger while the safety was engaged, the rifle wouldn't fire. Which is normal. But the moment you clicked that safety off, the rifle would discharge automatically. No second trigger pull, no control, just a live round leaving the chamber the instant the safety flipped forward. The flaw was buried inside the reset system of the trigger group. Colt told owners to stop using them immediately. And here's the kicker: instead of fixing the rifles, Colt killed the entire CBX line. They offered refunds or traded customers out into revolvers. That decision alone shows how serious the issue really was. Because when your bolt-action rifle can fire just from disengaging the safety, you don't have a precision platform. You have a liability. Number 7. Colt MSR Line, M4 and CR6920. Colt's reputation in the modern sporting rifle world is built on decades of military service. The M4 and its civilian siblings like the CR6920 set the standard for reliability. So when Colt rolled out their updated MSR lineup, shooters expected flawless performance. But in November of 2021, a recall dropped that changed the picture. Rifles built after March 5th of that year, shipped with out-of-spec hammers, The defect caused some rifles to fire a second round unintentionally. Not from a second trigger pull, but just from releasing the trigger. That behavior looked like a binary trigger, but it wasn't intentional, and it wasn't safe. The problem came down to the hammer not properly engaging the disconnector. Whether that flaw was from Colt's own line or a bad supplier didn't matter. The result was rifles sending unintended follow-up shots. Colt told owners to check their serial numbers, stop using affected rifles, and ship them back for free hammer replacements. The lesson is simple. Even an industry giant like Colt can have one defective part turn a trusted rifle into a liability. And when that part is inside your trigger group, the margin for error is zero. Number 6. Remington R51. This one wasn't just a recall, it was a disaster from the start. In 2014, Remington brought back the old Pedersen Model 51. The idea was to modernize it into a sleek, snag-free 9mm for concealed carry. Internal hammer, low-bore axis, a retro design dressed up for the modern market. On paper, it sounded like a winner. In practice, it was one of the ugliest launches the handgun world has seen in decades. The first-generation R51 suffered constant malfunctions. Failures to feed, failures to extract, failures to eject, frequent stovepipes, magazines dropping free under recoil, slides refusing to return to battery, pins walking out, even sights coming loose right out of the box. Running the action felt gritty, like dragging a stone through wet concrete. The worst failure was verified out-of-battery discharges. That meant the pistol could fire when the slide wasn't fully closed. A dangerous flaw that could damage the gun and injure the shooter. Insiders later confirmed the pistol had been rushed into production. Engineers knew it wasn't ready, but the green light was given anyway. Remington pulled the gun, tried again in 2016 with a fixed version, but shooters still reported feeding and cycling problems. By then, the damage was permanent. The R51 wasn't just a bad pistol. It was an embarrassment that scarred Remington's reputation. Number 5. Ruger Mark IV. Ruger's Mark series has been the gold standard for .22 long rifle pistols for decades. Accurate, durable, a favorite for plinking, training, and small game hunting. So when Ruger launched the Mark IV in 2016, the hype was real, especially with its new one-button takedown system that finally solved the tricky disassembly of older models. But in June of 2017, a recall pulled the brakes. The problem was inside the manual safety. If the shooter pulled the trigger while the safety was sitting halfway between safe and fire, the pistol wouldn't discharge right away. But the moment you pushed that lever fully into fire, the pistol could go off without another trigger pull. That flaw came from a slight misalignment in how the trigger bar, sear, and safety interacted. It created a dangerous window for unintended discharges. Ruger moved fast. They offered free upgrades, swapped in corrected safety components, and even tossed in an extra magazine for affected owners. Fixed pistols were marked with an S on the safety selector. To be clear, this wasn't a collapse of the whole design. But when your pistol is trusted by generations of shooters, any safety failure turns into a major black eye. Number 4. Ruger American Pistol. The Ruger American Pistol was designed to punch into the striker-fired duty market. Polymer frame, 9mm chambering, rugged ergonomics aimed at law enforcement and concealed carriers. And for the most part, it did deliver solid performance. But by October of 2018, cracks literally were starting to show. Reports came in that some pistols were developing fractures around the ejection port, and not after extreme abuse. Some guns failed right around the 10,000 round mark. That's not normal wear. That's a design or metallurgy problem inside a pistol meant to survive duty use. The issue was isolated to pistols with serial numbers starting 860 and 862, fitted with silver-toned barrels. The likely cause was improper heat treatment or tolerance issues in that production batch. To Ruger's credit, they didn't dodge responsibility. They offered free inspections, replaced barrels, and upgraded problem guns with black nitride versions. Still, the point was clear. If you call a pistol duty grade, it can't start cracking before you've even burned through a couple cases of ammo. Number 3. Smith Wesson M and P Shield EZ. The Shield EZ was built with one mission: give shooters a pistol that didn't fight them back. Perfect for new gun owners, perfect for folks with reduced hand strength, and perfect for anyone tired of wrestling tight slides. On paper, it checked the boxes. Light slide, low recoil, clean, crisp trigger, and in practice, it worked. Until November of 2020. That's when Smith Wesson announced a safety recall. Every Shield EZ made between March and October that year carried risk. The problem was the hammer, sourced from a third-party vendor, microscopic cracks hiding in the metal, and those tiny fractures could turn into catastrophic failure. In extreme cases, the pistol could fire simply by chambering a round. No trigger pull needed. Even worse, some reports showed more than one round firing off a single press of the trigger. That's accidental burst fire territory. And it didn't matter if the manual safety was engaged. As long as the grip safety was depressed, it could still happen. Smith & Wesson moved fast. Full inspections, free hammer replacements. They pinned the issue on the supplier, not the design. But the lesson is clear. Even a solid pistol can be crippled by one bad component. Number 2. Sig Sauer P365. Early models. When SIG rolled out the P365 in 2018, it shook the concealed carry market. 10+1 rounds of 9mm in a micro-compact frame. For everyday carry, it was a game-changer. But those early pistols came at a cost. First buyers found themselves running into problem after problem. Strikers cracking during dry fire, failures to eject, failures to feed, slides refusing to lock back, triggers not resetting, light primer strikes. Even the night sights couldn't be trusted. Some were dim. Some cracked during basic handling. The root cause came down to metallurgy, tolerances, and striker design. The materials just weren't strong enough. The fit was too tight in critical places, and the striker system wasn't fully proven. On top of that, the magazines and feed ramp geometry caused extra feeding headaches. Here's the twist. SIG never issued an official recall. Instead, they started quietly revising parts, upgraded striker assemblies, better heat treating, smoother tolerances. By the time the later models hit shelves, the pistol had earned back its reputation. But if you're running an early serial number, don't assume it's good to go. Run a few hundred rounds through it. Check the striker. Make sure your gun isn't one of the ones that slipped through. Because while the P365 changed the concealed carry world, those first runs were far from flawless. Number 1. Sig Sauer P320. Few pistols have stirred as much hype and as much controversy as the SIG P320, a modular striker-fired system, serialized fire control unit. Drop it into different grip frames, different slides, different calibers. It was cutting edge. So impressive, the US military adopted it as the M17 and M18. But right after the big celebration, cracks in the armor started to show. The biggest flaw? Drop fire. Multiple verified reports proved the P320 could discharge when dropped, specifically when the pistol hit muzzle up and the rear of the slide took the impact. Slow motion video didn't lie. The pistol fired without a finger anywhere near the trigger. The design itself was the problem. The early striker sat fully pre-cocked. The trigger was heavy, but lacked a safety tab. When dropped just right, inertia shifted the internals enough to let the striker slip forward and ignite a primer. For a carry gun, that is the nightmare scenario. By August of 2017, SIG announced a voluntary upgrade program. They cut striker mass, lightened the trigger, added an updated disconnect, and while the upgraded pistols ran safer, the controversy didn't die. Lawsuits followed. Some police departments shelved the platform entirely. Critics argued the original design never lived up to the safety standards of a modern striker-fired pistol. To be fair, today's production models have been refined and run reliably, but that early scandal left a scar that will always follow the P320. Because when a pistol can fire just from hitting the floor, that's not bad luck. That's a fundamental design failure. So, there it is. 10 handguns that missed the mark. Some from legendary names. Some from ambitious projects. But every one of them proved the same point. If the design, the parts, or the execution fail, the end result is the same. A gun that can't be trusted when it matters most. Now I want to hear from you. Did you ever run one of these pistols? Did it work trouble-free? Or did you run into the same headaches? Drop your story down in the comments. And if this breakdown saved you from a bad buy, or just scratched that shooter's curiosity, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with a buddy who's in the market. This is Gunman Ballistic. We call it straight. We talk guns the way real shooters do. Stay sharp, train with purpose, and carry the firearm you can trust.